Have you ever heard a story that just breaks your heart, but at the same time fills it with so much love and wonder? This is one of those stories. It's about a bond that death itself couldn't break, and a loyalty so profound it became a legend in a small community. This is the story of Toto, a little dog with the biggest heart. Our story begins in a quiet corner of a bustling city, where an elderly man and his small, devoted companion, Toto, were a familiar sight. For 6 years, they were inseparable. Every morning, they'd walk to the local park, the man shuffling along with his cane, and Toto trotting happily by his side, his tail a constant, joyful metronome. They shared meals, afternoon naps, and the quiet comfort of each other's company. Their bond was a silent, beautiful poem written in the language of shared moments. One day, however, their peaceful routine was shattered. The elderly man fell ill and had to be rushed to the hospital. As the ambulance pulled away, Toto, confused and distressed, ran after it. He couldn't understand why his best friend was leaving him. He followed the vehicle all the way to the General Roca Hospital, his small legs working tirelessly, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and determination. And there, at the hospital entrance, his chase ended and his vigil began. Toto sat down on the cold pavement, his eyes fixed on the sliding glass doors. He watched every person who came in and out, his tail giving a hopeful thump whenever someone resembled his beloved owner. Nurses and doctors noticed him on their way to work. They saw the hopeful, questioning look in his big brown eyes. Day after day, he was there. The days turned into weeks. Hospital staff, moved by his unwavering loyalty, started to care for him. They brought him food, water, and even a makeshift bed to protect him from the cold. They gave him a name, Toto, and he became their unofficial mascot. A local animal protection group learned of his story and tried to find him a new home. They took him to a temporary shelter, hoping a warm house and a new family could ease his heartache. But Toto's heart belonged to only one person. He couldn't settle. His spirit was still at that hospital entrance. In an incredible display of devotion, Toto managed to escape the shelter and travel the long, unfamiliar blocks back to the hospital. He had one mission: to be there when his owner walked out. He didn't understand that his owner would never be walking out of those doors again. The elderly man had sadly passed away shortly after being admitted. For over a year, Toto maintained his post. Through scorching summer heat and bitter winter winds, he waited. He became a local celebrity, a living symbol of love and loyalty. People would stop to pet him, to bring him a treat, to simply sit with him for a moment and marvel at his faithfulness. His story spread, touching the hearts of everyone who heard it. He was no longer just a stray dog. He was Toto, the dog who waited. The hospital staff became his extended family. They made sure he was vaccinated, fed, and loved. One woman in particular, a kind soul named Fatima, took a special interest in him. She tried to adopt him, to give him the home he so deserved, but Toto's loyalty to his spot was unshakable. He would visit her, accept her kindness, but he would always return to his post at the hospital door. This incredible vigil continued for more than 6 years. 6 years of waiting for a reunion that would never happen in this life. Toto grew old at his post. His once energetic trot slowed to a gentle walk. His muzzle turned grey. The staff noticed he was getting weaker. He was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and his health began to decline rapidly. Even in his final days, his spirit of loyalty never wavered. The hospital staff, his family of caregivers, did everything they could to make him comfortable. They moved his bed inside, close to the entrance, so he could still watch the doors but be protected from the elements. They showered him with affection, whispering words of comfort, letting him know he wasn't alone. One Tuesday, the hospital fell unusually quiet. Toto, surrounded by the people who had come to love him as their own, peacefully closed his eyes for the last time. His long, heartbreaking, yet beautiful wait was finally over. The staff mourned him, not just as a dog, but as a colleague, a friend, a teacher who had shown them the true meaning of unconditional love. The news of Toto's passing spread through the community, and there was an outpouring of grief and tributes. He wasn't just a dog. He was a testament to the purest form of love and fidelity. His story reminds us that the bonds we form with our animal companions can be among the most powerful and enduring relationships of our lives. Toto's vigil may have ended, but his legend lives on, a heartwarming and heartbreaking reminder of a dog who never gave up hope. Thank you so much for watching and for letting us share Toto's incredible story with you. If you were touched by his journey, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to our channel for more amazing stories. We'll see you in the next video.